Greetings and salutations, everyone. The three of us are back. Looking forward to the quarterfinals of this 2026 FIFA World Cup. Just before we get into games, gentlemen, I just want to say commiserations to the two of you. Netherlands out.
Oh, long time.
Portugal out. Spain are still in. My coach Messi is still in.
So you're supporting two teams in the World
No,
Cup?
I'm supporting one team.
Two teams. One team, one player.
I'm supporting one team,
So
Spain,
basically two teams.
and I'm supporting a player, Argentina. If they happen to meet,
Argentina.
I mean Messi.
No,
I'm supporting a player, Messi, in Argentina. If they happen to meet each other in the final, which is going to happen, I'm going for Spain.
Nah.
What do you mean?
You're going for Spain?
Yeah.
Oh, so if they go in the final,
If they get to Messi's already done it. That's the thing. He's already done it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So that's my thing.
And Ronaldo's out, so he doesn't care if Messi wins.
I'll hold you to it.
I'll hold you to it, it's fine.
If that is the final, hold you to it.
Hold me to it. Okay, let's get into the games. First game we're looking at is France against Morocco. Yeah? Let's talk France's form. How have they been? That last game, how do you think they fared?
Hey, that match, to me, that was martial arts, that one. Against Paraguay, that was not a football match. That was Paraguay trying to beat up France. That's what it was. It was cool though to see France standing up and not being like shy on that front of the game as well. You know what I mean? As much as we think of how good they are on the ball and how fluid they are playing football and trying to get goals and all that type of thing, it's cool to see them standing up to these guys and being like, hey, you're not going to take this lightly, what you guys are trying to do to us and that type of thing. You know what I mean? It did take a penalty from Mbappe to score it did take a penalty for them to win the game, which is interesting because, again, like I say, the Paraguay team is just very aggressive. But France are through to the quarterfinals, and they've been good so far this tournament.
Yeah. It is interesting as well, like just to add on to your point there of the martial arts, as you said. It's good that France sort of show teams that, yes, while we are good, we can front up physically as well. If you want to try that, we'll give it to you as well. You know what I mean? So it was interesting. They showed all sides of it.
I know a lot of teams will probably struggle with that physicality that Paraguay came out with. But same. I don't think that was a football match, but the diving, the elbowing, the fouls. How Paraguay didn't get a single yellow card?
Yellow card,
Only
after the game, bro. They get a yellow.
Don't understand, but hey, some refs are qualified, some aren't, but they still make it at the stage. So France came to the play again. You can see why they're favorites. Can keep teams at bay, even if teams are trying to throw them off. I like the attitude they kind of showed.
Yeah, same.
You have to, if there's especially top team.
Mbappe or Lise, and even at the end of the game, not with the handshake and stuff, because you can't come in a game and do this stuff and expect after the game you think I'm gonna be fine.
It's not gonna work.
That's not how it works.
From a Moroccan point of view, I think Saibari might be missing for this game against France, their striker. Yeah? That is a big miss for Morocco, no?
Yeah, he's the top scorer at the minute in the World Cup, so it's going to be a big miss for them. It's going to be interesting how whoever steps in that position, how well can he do against France as well, against a team that's probably going to win the whole World Cup, to see what he can do to try and be a goal scorer. Or is someone else going to step up and try and be the goal scorer for that game to try and get France out, which is going to be interesting. But form-wise, again, they've been solid. They just beat a host nation 3-0. Smacked Canada. They beat Canada 3-0. It's, again, this game is probably the game of the quarterfinals, if I'm being honest. I think this is probably going to be the best quality of game. In terms of both teams are just really, really good. It's going to be an attacking game. I think both teams are going to create so many chances against each other. Both teams are going to go for it. It's going to be, I'm just excited for this game.
I'm also excited.
Really excited for this game.
I'm with you, because I think that's a matchup of this quarter-final round.
And they played against each other in the last World Cup as well,
Semi-finals.
Semi-finals.
I was literally about to say that it does feel like somewhat of a revenge match for Morocco, no?
Yeah.
And if there is a team that can cause an upset and shock France, I think Morocco are the team that sort of can do that. They're very in your face, and I know Paraguay tried that. I think Morocco bring it to you in a different way. It's not necessarily all physical.
Quality as well.
Yeah, there's quality of player there. Hakimis. I know Saibari is a big miss, which might actually hinder them for this game. But I'm really excited for this game. This France.
The midfield battle is going
France,
to be.
Morocco.
It'll be
You
a
want to step up, my man.
What is the against his country?
his nation, I guess.
Now we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do we say in terms of how can Morocco hurt the French team, James? How do you think Morocco can hurt the French team?
Me personally, I think if they get at France through the wings, so their wings, I think France's weak points are their fullbacks. Their left back to be to be more specific, to be more precise. I think Jules Koundé can defend really well on France's right hand side, but I think if Morocco can get at France through Hakimi and whoever will be playing on that right hand side, Morocco, I think that's where they can hurt France. Really. What do you guys think?
Do you think Deschamps makes the French coach makes a decision to kind of start Hernandez instead of Digne just because of Hakimi being able to go up and down, and then Hernandez can also do the same thing.
I think
Digne can't.
I think Hernandez starts this game. I think the last time it was against Paraguay, a team that France were expected to beat,
Sitting back.
so it's more of a. I can maybe give a guy who hasn't played as many minutes in this tournament so far, I can give him this game or something. And Digne, again, was good in that game. I'm not taking that away from him. He's a good player. I just think now it's really, really crunch time, quarterfinal time, and it's against Morocco, a great team as well. So I think he's going to go with Theo Hernandez as well in this game, who's literally very similar to Hakimi in terms of getting up and down the wing and that type of
So someone who can also stop Hakimi's pace.
Yeah. Also, in attacking terms, they're going to try and, if they can double up against Hakimi, with the winger, whoever he decides to start, which has been Bakola in the past couple of games. But if he goes Bakola and Theo Hernandez, and Hakim has to try and deal with the two of them. Exactly. He might not be able to go as far forward now because he has to make sure he has to get back as well, So it puts in a different aspect to the Moroccan defensive shape or whatever they have to do defensively as well, So it's going to be an interesting game, like I say.
I don't think Morocco defend as well as Paraguay in terms of their shape. Paraguay are basically defending with 11.
Everyone.
So I reckon it will be pretty tricky to try and stop that attack, especially considering there might be. I would also change Bakola for Due.
Start doing.
Start doing. And I think those four, trying to stop them is very, very tricky.
Even I hear that starting to do as well, because even Bakola coming off the bench, to go against the Tarek who's been going up and down, you bring Bakola on, he comes on to sort of turn him off, whatever. You know what I mean? That is a scary sight. I wouldn't want to be a defender defending anyone that fast, to be honest with you. But just what are we saying predictions wise? Goals, we want score predictions as well, like you were saying last week. We want exact score lines. What are we saying, Josh? Should we be saying going through score wise as well?
I think I'm kind of going to go with the same as the 2022 game, 2-0 France.
2-0. Okay, so you're saying Morocco not a goal as well,
Nah, I think France, the centre backs defend too well. The midfielders defensively have been on it. And if he goes with Theo Hernandez, I don't see much threat down that side, and Koundé can do his job.
So, also, Morocco again don't have their goalman to goal, the scorer. You know what I mean? So it might. 2-0 might actually end up being the right score. You know what I mean? I knew what he's saying.
It's boring, but I'm going to go exactly the same. 2-0. Just because Saibari not being there, I don't really see where they get a chance to score now without their talisman. So I say 2-0 France.
Go a little bit different. I'll say 2-1. I'll say 2-1 to France.
Okay.
I think.
Morocco get a goal.
Yeah, because again, I think their quality is good enough to get a goal. I know France's defense is good. I just think it's quite dynamic, and their quality in their team is good enough to get at least one goal. You know what I mean?
Now
So I
you
think,
can grab.
now you can get the goal, or I think 2-1. I'll say 2-1 in that game.
I could see them scoring. I think France's weak point in the defense is Mike Maignan.
Yeah?
I think he is, bro. I think he probably is their weak point. For no specific reason.
It just is.
Just is. If you were to choose from those five,
He's probably the weak point.
this is probably him in terms of outside the box. You get somewhere, get a decent place And I don't think he's really saving it. And that's where Unai or Guardiola comes in.
Yeah, to make sure this World Cup.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, gents, we're going to move on to the next game. Next quarterfinal game is Spain against Belgium. Spain versus Belgium.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a good game as well. I think people are underestimating Belgium a lot in this World Cup, if that makes sense. You know? So, but I think this is also a very good matchup. Well, let's talk about Spain's form so far in the World Cup. What are you saying about Spain so far, Raf, as the supporter?
Yeah, I'm the Spain man. No, I'm happy with them. I'm happy with them now. You know what I mean? Again, like I've said throughout the World Cup, they started slow, but it feels like things are clicking now. You know what I mean? They've just come up against Portugal, which is a difficult game. You know what I mean? Portugal, I don't think they were at their best, Portugal, in that game against Spain. And still, I thought Spain were the team that brought us to Portugal in that match. I thought Spain, it hurts for Portugal, but Spain just kept knocking on the door, and eventually it opened. You know, Mikel Merino very late on scored that goal to knock Portugal out. Yeah, 91st out of 96, I think it was.
Yeah.
Extremely ecstatic.
As the Portugal supporter, I think it was very frustrating to see that game, to be honest, because I think Portugal played very safe, very passive. Yeah, very passive is a good way to put it. Like, I think everything was slow motion. Everything was just too slow in terms of trying to get the ball forward to try and get a goal. It was, I think you said it as well. You were saying how, this midfield looks so good on paper, but probably ended up being the worst part of their team. You know what I mean? Them being, and Bruno Fernandes being such a creative player throughout the whole season, and then it comes to the World Cup and he's not as creative. Maybe it is because he's playing with Neves and Vitinha, guys who are getting a lot of touch on the ball as well. He's not the guy that's getting the ball.
Running through him.
Yeah, not everything's running through him, which obviously then his game has to be to their pace, that they're setting the tone of the game. You know what I mean? So it was very frustrating as the fan of Portugal. Like, everything seemed so slow. We weren't creating enough chances. We weren't getting the ball forward enough to the people getting the ball. Like, it only felt direct and us going forward when Leao came on, which was quite late in the game as well. Leao comes on and he gets the ball and he's direct. He's literally getting the ball. He's taking on Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro's playing right back. Yeah, he was going on, taking on Porro, trying to get to the ball and trying to get the ball into the box. You know, but it felt like there was no other way for us to get the ball forward. And like you were saying, now Spain, in the opposite way, who you think are the team that was really just keeping the ball tiki-taka the whole time, just trying to slow the game down the whole time. They were the team that was more in the ascendancy. They were the team trying to get the ball forward, trying to get the goals and that type of thing. You know, and eventually it comes through the substitution of Mikel Merino, comes on and puts the goal away. You know what I mean?
He's been doing those late goals.
He's been doing it a lot. He's done it a few times for Arsenal.
A couple of times for Spain as well.
The Euros,
he did it
Euros 24, I think that was. He did it quite a bit for Spain. Came up chops for them. So
he's a big player.
Big player,
I also think in that Spain Portugal game, there you could tell the difference between the team that's trying to win and kind of like, I don't think Portugal would give him like 100%.
Yeah.
And also I would kind of say, I don't think Portugal do worse or do better if they have Ronaldo or don't have Ronaldo, because you have to create for any striker that you're going to play, whether that was Gonçalo Ramos or whoever you want to create. But you can't not create and then you want to blame, striker's not scoring, your winger's not scoring. Who else do you want to score? And I feel like Nuno Mendes was definitely their best player in that game. He came off and then kind of everything just sort of died. And then we saw the outcome.
Let's look at Belgium, gents. Charles de Ketelaere in that last game, he looked like a man on fire. He didn't start the game before this last one, and I think he came angry that he didn't start that game. He's come and said, "No, I'm scoring 2 goals and showing coach. I need to play every game."
Wasn't Rafa the one that said Charles de Ketelaere wasn't convincing?
Yeah, he wasn't.
Senegal.
But he obviously wasn't, and the coach said, "No, off. You're not going to start the next game." He didn't start, and then he said, "Oh, look, scored 2."
Against
the US. I also think they are one of those teams. Don't count us out.
Belgium,
Yeah, and they've been showing. I don't see a way they beat Spain here. Flipping out. Maybe I'm being a bit biased just because I'm a Spanish fan. What do you guys think? Do you think?
But I hear that what you're saying about them not finding a way. Spain haven't considered a goal in this World Cup.
No.
They haven't considered a single goal in the World Cup. So how do we think Belgium are going to be able to score? Be the first team to score against them in the World
They
Cup.
did come to the play against USA.
No, they did. Yeah,
They did.
for sure they came to the play against USA. But what do you guys think are Spain's weak points? Where can Belgium hurt them to be able to
Go and win the game.
score
I
a goal
think-
and win the game?
So what I think is going to happen is Charles de Ketelaere is going to start.
Yeah.
Whereas a game like this, I think someone like Lukaku needs to start because I think the way you can get at Spain is directly through their centre backs. Do you know what I mean? If you can get through Kubarsi and Laporte, I think you can get at them. If you're trying to have people who are not sort of occupying those last two defenders and getting into the spaces and the free roaming, I don't think that hurts Spain too much. If they can see you in front of them, I think they have.
happy with that.
Do you know what I mean? If you're going to play on the last line as Lukaku and sort of be up against Kubarsi or Laporte and then split off them or knock a ball into Tielemans or De Bruyne and then a ball in behind, I think that's how Belgium can do it. But I think they're going to start the Ketelaere and then it's going to be happy days for Kubarsi and Laporte. Yeah.
Because I feel like in the air also Lukaku.
Yeah.
Threat.
I think that is maybe somewhere where they can hurt them as a set piece. Free
Yeah.
kicks from deep and then
Put
corners.
them in,
I think that's where they probably can hurt Spain.
Especially when you have someone like Tielemans and De Bruyne.
Put in the balls.
But then De Bruyne didn't start the last game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he didn't start,
Yeah. But also I want to speak of kind of like a USA point. You can't go into a game, say, round of 16s and be making those mistakes. I think that's where they kill them.
This is a
the
keeper.
mistakes that they
Oh
make.
my
There's one mistake, the
goodness,
keeper comes out to intercept the ball and looks like he's about to kill. He does he hesitates. Yeah, he hesitates, and then
Starting off from.
stolen off him, and obviously the shot just went wide. But like,
They went
Well,
in.
it's like-
No, it was a goal.
oh, that was a goal.
yeah.
Sorry, that was a goal, and it was just like so. It was like, dude, you guys are host nation, and like we've been saying, the best team, the best US team ever, and these are the mistakes you're making at crunch time in a game. You know what I mean? In the round of 16, it's just like, yo,
What do you reckon that was? The pressure.
bro, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I think it was
Pressure
pressure.
buttons.
The mistakes came in with that pressure.
But now all host nations out.
Yeah, out. Bye.
Yeah, all host nations are Jets. Yeah, but, what are we saying prediction-wise? Prediction-wise, what are we saying for this game?
I think Spain are definitely favourites for this. I'm going to go 2-1 Spain. They'll be leading 2-0 for majority of it, and then Belgium will grab one late and think they have a chance to get back in. They won't get back in. Spain are going all the way. 2-1 Spain, yeah.
Josh, you?
2-0 Spain.
2-0
I don't
Spain.
see them conceding really. I don't see Belgium creating much.
Mm.
And then Spain will kind of deal with everything that is created.
What do you think?
I'm saying 3-1 to Spain.
3-1.
3-1 to Spain. I think I'll give Belgium a goal. Like,
Yeah.
Just like you say, sort of, Spain will probably be 2-1 up, 2-0 up. Belgium will get a goal, and then Belgium will
Chasing.
score, hit them and score one more.
3-1. Game set
I
off
think that'll
match.
be 3-1. Another great game here in the
Speaking-
quarterfinals. I think we got Norway against England. Two very big performances from the two of them as well in the round of 16. England obviously against host nation Mexico, Norway against Brazil. Big. What are we saying on Norway's form, Josh? You want to give us some pointers there? Yeah.
You know, I think what really helped them is they're resting their players against France.
Yeah.
That really helped them.
And we were questioning it.
We were questioning it, but it has helped them tremendously. I mean, we've seen what they're doing. To be able to beat Brazil the way they beat Brazil, I feel like they comfortably beat Brazil. They could have scored more. Bruno Guimaraes missed the penalty.
Could have changed the game.
First 5 minutes. They could have changed the
Changed
game.
the game.
Could have ended up with Brazil winning, but they're not here anymore, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. Haaland, once again, that guy was a striker
Wow.
and a half. Also, kind of what he's now got 7 goals. It's Messi at the top now because he scored yesterday. I think this will be a great game. The Dark Horses versus It's Coming Home. I don't think it's coming home either. I think it'll be a good game. It's kind of up to Norway to create for Holland again, and if they can create for Holland, they gotta just try to stop Harry Kane because once again, Harry Kane. Like we
You know
said,
what I feel?
yeah.
The longer this tournament's going on, the better Norway gets. It feels like
Yo,
to me. Do you know what I mean? It feels like everything's starting to click now, and it's not just Odegaard and Haaland now. It feels like there's a lot more.
Collective-
Yeah,
collective
a lot
play.
more numbers.
Musa on the left wing.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's playing so well.
But that's what it is. I think with
Sheldon.
Sheldon coming on as well. But I think that's what it is with the like dark horse teams, the underdog teams throughout. It's like that collective togetherness just feels joy. And they also a team that has like a lot of support in the stadium.
Yeah, hey.
You know, like you watch Norway play and you just take so much.
The
rain.
whole country
The
came
whole-
out.
You know what I mean? It feels like that, you know?
Yeah.
So it feels like they've got like that tough man
Yeah.
that's there with them, fighting with them and that type of thing. So it's great. But again, you spoke about Haaland. I think we also have to give lots of props to Martin Odegaard.
Yeah,
especially that Brazil game. I think he had 124 touches. Everything went through him. Jeez, bro. Like, again, obviously, he's one of my favorite players as well. So I'm obviously watching him in a game like that as well. I'm watching him. He sort of plays in the position I play as well. So lots of the time I'm looking at him and just the things, the comfortability he has on the ball. Doesn't care if someone's on his back. Creating chances. I was like, bro, this guy is...
You know what I really liked about that game against Brazil, what Odegaard did? It felt to me like he came to that game and he was like, guys, I'm a Premier League champion, so I'm going to be here and show it. He also came and he sort of showed Brazil what you guys are missing. You know what I mean? He came and he showed a bit of flair, he showed a bit of, let me show boat every now and then, you know what I mean? And you could see the Brazilians are getting frustrated, they're trying to kick him the whole time. He's just laughing at
Neymar hitting at the end. After Neymar scored his penalty, they're running back and Odegaard's going to take the kick off. Neymar runs back and like gives him a little and Odegaard just like smiles at him. I was like, yo, bro.
I've seen that stuff,
Mentality, that's confidence. Like,
and you see Haaland in interviews and stuff, and he's just like, hey, I'm just really good at scoring goals. You know what I mean? So it's cool to see they're not just here to fill numbers. You know what I mean? They think they can go all the way as well. It's cool to see, man.
People love the underdogs.
It's the furthest they've gone as well, I'm pretty sure.
It's
It's the furthest they've ever gone, so creating history.
Every single step of the way. One more time, let's see. I want to see the Viking roll one more time.
I want to see it 2 more times against England and against Argentina.
Yo, okay, sure. I like it. But yeah, this week we're just go to England's form. England's form so far. What are you saying so far, James? Raf?
Even them, that last game,
What's a
they looked really, really, really good against the Mexicans. For me, it feels like England's big players are really bringing it now.
Coming
it
up
feels
to the plate.
it feels to me in their camp, they think they are the best team here. You know what I mean? In their camp. And maybe we, the three of us, don't think that. But you look at Harry Kane, you look at Jude Bellingham, you look at Declan Rice, they're saying, guys, we're better than anyone that's in front of us, which looks really good. If you have Jude and Kane at the top of their game, there's not many teams that can stop them.
I mean, Kane's got 71 goals this season. Throughout this
whole season.
ridiculous. 71.
That game against Mexico, we were all talking about, can England handle the altitude? Can England handle the fans? Oh, Mexico couldn't handle the altitude, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's for the brace. Jeez, bro. Like,
in 2 minutes.
very
2 goals,
fast.
2 minutes.
And very similar goals. Like, it was all the way from the right crosses and he finished crossing is there. You know, like the one was the header, obviously diving header, and the other one was the gets there before the defender, which is big.
I think it's going to be a really big game this in a way. If we think how either team can get at the other, where do you think it is that Norway can hurt England?
Oh, in the air, Holland.
Yeah.
That guy we saw against Gabriel, tower, boom. And I mean, also on the, I don't know, just I feel in this game, the biggest thing England have to do is kind of just try and stop Holland. But I mean, no team has been able to do that at the World Cup yet. Even in the Premier League, they were good. So, but that is kind of the main thing. If you can stop Holland from getting the ball, you might have a chance. Otherwise, there is Odegaard, there is Stolderup, there is Musa who pulled a worldie out of the bag against Ivory Coast. But then England or England, we know what they're capable of.
Their keepers also doing well.
Both keepers actually.
Do you know what
I think. Sorry, just to quickly answer your question. I think, especially because Holland and Odegaard play in England and they're big players in England and that type of thing. I think the English team is going to have so much information on them, so much like a plan to try and stop the two of them from doing it. Because, like we've been saying, everything goes through the two of them. Odegaard to find Holland and that type of thing, you know. So I actually think the way Norway can win this game is through
someone else?
the wingers, through like a Nusa, a Sheldrup, whichever one starts and the other one comes on or whatever, and Oscar Bob, because those are the players that England aren't going to have so much focus on. I think they're going to really focus on those two guys, and trying to stop them too, because it clicks if those two are like on it. You know what I mean? But I think again, similar to what we were saying earlier, like how Dark Horses have to have that collective unison, that collectivity as a team to try and get a goal. It's going to have. I think it's going to probably have to come from someone else, because I think wherever Holland goes, guaranteed Marco is going to be on it. Guaranteed Ezri Konsa, whoever's going to start for them, it's John Stones. They literally know the guy. They play with him. You know what I mean? So they're going to like literally know his movements. They're going to watch it. Wherever that guy goes, someone's going to be on him.
And even in saying that, Gubs, I still don't really see how they can stop them. Do you know why I say that? Because I look at England's back four, and it feels to me like 4 quality defenders, but it doesn't feel like a unit of 4 defenders to me. Do you know what I mean? It feels like, yes, individually, Mark Gahey, Ezri Konsa are good. Individually, Reece James, who'll probably be back now, is good. Individually, who'll come at left back? Nico Riley, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, good. But when, like throughout the tournament, I look at the way they've been defending, and I just see too many little mistakes where if Erling Haaland smiles a little mistake there, he's there, I'm scoring. If Martin Odegaard smiles a little mistake, he's putting the ball through for Haaland to score. Do you know what I mean? I don't see them as a unit, those 4 defending so well. Yes, individually they're great players, but I don't see how they stop Erling Haaland. I don't see how they stop Martin Odegaard. You know what I mean?
It wasn't me saying that those guys aren't going to do anything. It's just sort of, I think England are going to try and have a plan. Yeah, they're going to try and have a plan to stop those two, like as the main guys. You know what I mean? In the end. But yeah, like you're right. You're correct. Those 2 guys are like crazy quality players. So it's going to be difficult to stop them either. Even if you have a plan to stop them, you know, it's going to still be difficult to stop them. And like we say, England's mistakes at the back. Haaland's going to stiff those. He's going to get on the end of those. He's probably going to score a goal in this as well. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting. What are we saying prediction-wise?
Tough, actually. I'm going to go again 2-1 Norway.
Okay.
I do reckon
Interesting.
Holland steps up.
Yeah.
It's kind of just a shot in the dark. Hoping Norway 2-1.
That'll be cool.
Shot in
I
the
hope
dark
that
for the dark horses. Like that.
Yeah. It's tough to give a scoreline. I think this game goes to penalties. I think it goes all the way to penalties. But if you're asking for a scoreline, Gubs, I'm going to say 1-1, and then it goes to pens. England out on pens.
Yo, so we all
England out on pens.
So we all say England out there.
What is it? What are you saying?
I'm saying 2-1 Norway as well.
Yeah?
I'm saying 2-1 Norway as well. I think England are going to score. I think they will score. They've scored like a couple of goals in the World Cup as well, so I think they will score a goal. Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, but again, I think I want to go Norway again. Keep on going with the dark horses. Keep going with the underdog. I think in this game, you know, I think there's a chance for them. Bro. I think they're going to take it, bro. Like Josh was saying, Holland's going to. Like you were saying, sorry, Holland's going to stick those and he's going to take those chances, bro. I think. So yeah, I'm saying 2-1 Norway, man. 2-1 Yo. Last game of the quarterfinals is going to be Argentina versus Switzerland.
Yes. Wait, why do you say it should be Egypt? Because when I looked at the game, it said Argentina 3, Egypt 2.
It's a ring.
What do you mean?
So is there an agenda against Argentina? Do you think there's an agenda against Argentina as the Messi Argentina?
I hear you. I think there might be one now. One, because Ronaldo's out, so all Ronaldo's fans are going to be like, no, Argentina's cheating. FIFA's going for Messi. Oh my gosh, guys.
I think
this guy's
inevitable. Fans that don't think yesterday's game was a bit shaky in terms of refereeing wise. It's only Messi fans.
You don't think it was a bit sus.
Yeah.
Look, I'll be honest. I think Argentina probably are like the team that's want to say the most hated at the minute because of those connotations. Messi, the fans are FIFA's for them. The FIFA wants them to win the World Cup.
But also, you're the champions.
Yeah,
you're going to have a target on your
back. Have a target on your back. But saying that, they do get away with a lot of tackles. Like even in the game yesterday, how many times were there fouls that
I'm with
Egypt, or the fouls against Egypt that aren't given to Egypt? And then a similar thing happens to Argentina, and then boom.
I remember there was an exact moment where there was 2 against Egypt,
and the third one,
was against McAllister, and the red blows to McAllister.
And one of them was Egypt probably should have had a free kick. There was a foul on Salah, like close on the edge of the box. Do you know what I mean? And then that attack, they go in the other way, and it's a foul against McAllister, and boom, the red is a free kick.
It's just a little the Egypt's second goal that got disallowed. You know, when they initially scored and it was just like that free kick.
What is that foul? I don't think it's a foul, bro. Because,
Is it?
While stepping on his toes.
Okay. Not a bit soft.
It is a bit soft because I still think if you're going to give that as a foul, you got to give the
the consistency is the question. Yeah.
That where Argentina scored from, where they fouled Salah in the box. It's the same type of contact. Like where it's not a lot, but
it fouls a foul.
You got to disallow the goal. And plus, that thing it's years back.
That's the thing that got me is because how long ago, not how long, yeah, but how long ago, how previous it was in the build up to the goal. You know what I mean? Like, just felt like they were looking for something to make sure I can't be 2-0 type of thing. You know. So that's, I guess, as a Ronaldo fan, I would say, looking for the things to say. But yeah, it just feels like Argentina have favor for them, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It feels like they have a little bit of favor for them. They get away with a little bit more than other teams would get away with. You know?
And then that normally does happen though. The top teams, it always feels like that because you watch the Champions League and people will say that about PSG every now and then. You look at, I don't know, early 2000s or the 2010s, Manchester United when they were running the English Premier League. People were always saying, the refs are all for United and stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's going to happen when the top team, people are going to say things like
try
that.
to find ways to
exactly. Anyway, away from the boring stuff, Messi misses a pen. So this is the second time he's missed a pen in a game. Goes and scores again. Gents, this guy, how many is it now? 9? Is it 9 games? Consecutive goals in the World Cup.
Yeah.
So going from the 22
World Cup,
and into this 9 games in a row scoring a goal. That's crazy. We've never seen this. We've never heard of this, bro.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
That's why he's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT, man.
Sure, he's still creating records at 39 years old. He's still creating records, still doing the things. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
The last 2 games they've looked shaky though, Argentina.
Cape Verde, they could have lost. Egypt, they could have lost.
Do you think some teams have found Argentina out on like how to get goals? I mean, still, obviously, in both those games, they still ended up winning the game.
Sorry.
Ask the question.
Do you think teams have found Argentina out? But granted, I know in both those games, they still ended up winning the game. But do you think, because both the teams are looked at as being super underdogs, like Argentina should have beat both of them quite comfortably, you know? I imagine that is against France, that's against England, that's against Spain. Do you know what I mean? Do Argentina still go through in those situations? I know, we're through now, so we can't put hindsight and all that stuff. But do we think they've been found out? Do you think better teams are going to be able to hurt Argentina a little bit more, which is not going to give the chances to Messi to bring them back into the game and that type of thing, you know?
So I don't necessarily think they've been found out. I just think, so the way Argentina play, everything goes through Messi, yeah? It feels to me like if Messi doesn't score, the goal doesn't count to the Argentinians or whatever, yeah? So in saying that, everything going through Messi, I just don't think he's been at the top of his game for those last 2 matches. Do you know what I mean? And that, I think, is a big, factor as to why Argentina haven't gone and blown these 2 teams, Egypt and Cape Verde, out the way, I think. Switzerland, they played each other in 2014, round of 16, these 2 teams, Argentina and Switzerland. Switzerland don't make it an easy game for anyone. You know what I mean?
Even last night for Colombia.
Yeah, exactly. Even last night against Colombia. So they don't make it an easy game against anyone. I just think now it's quarterfinals, it's sort of, you have to be switched on. I think Messi's just going to click into gear again, and I think you'll see Argentina sort of sort of wipe the floor with Switzerland.
I don't think Argentina's defense has been great either. I mean, compared to like last World Cups where Martinez has been excellent, the centre back pairing has been excellent, the fullbacks have been excellent. Past 2 games, Martinez hasn't really been great, and then the 2 centre backs have been quite shaky. So I think that's also what's kind of affecting him, rather than say going forward with Messi and stuff. They concede silly goals. Yesterday they conceded 2 from I think 3 chances. And that's not something you can afford to do. And then you take say 40, 50 shots and you're only scoring 3. You gotta try and convert more. I mean, we're always going to say that. But as a defense, you got to do better.
Yeah.
Especially against Egypt and against Cape Verde. Although Cape Verde, hey, world.
Yeah, that was a world. But yeah, so if you still very confident on Argentina, you're saying even if after this game, I mean, they'll probably play against Norway or England in that game. With 2 teams that are going to be better than the 3 teams that they are playing now. We played Cape Verde, Egypt, and now Switzerland. Norway and England are going to be better than
all 3
of those teams. You know what I mean? So they're probably going to create more chances. It's going to be more difficult for them. Do you think it's still Argentina still go through, still get to the final, all that stuff?
I still think so. I still think so, just because, like I said earlier, I think Messi's just going to switch on, and that means Argentina are on it again. I think that's how it goes. Remember earlier, I don't remember exactly what round it was. I was saying, I want to see Julian Alvarez starting. It happened this last game, and I don't think it quite works. I think I see why the Argentina manager Lionel Scaloni is going with Martinez and Messi as opposed to the Julian Alvarez. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't quite click as well as when Martinez is starting.
I think it's because Martinez is way more of a striker. Alvarez feels like he's more like a false
floater.
Like he wants to get involved in play. He sort of does everything he wants in a striker. Whereas Martinez is like, he's going to stay high, he's going to occupy the defenders, which gives way more space for Messi, which gives, you know what I mean? And for Enzo Fernandez and all that stuff, for those guys to create things for Argentina. I think that's why it works, the balance of the team works better with Martinez starting over Alvarez.
There wasn't as much balance in that game.
But they also changed formation.
They changed formation. Already started instead of Thiago Almada as well. So maybe I think he'll just go back to his normal 4-4-2 that he's been doing the whole World Cup. He'll go Thiago Almada left, Rodrigo De Paul right, keep Enzo and McAllister in the middle, but then he'll go Martinez, Messi up top. Yeah, I think so too.
Probably goes back to that.
From a Swiss point of view, Gregor Kobel has to come big for this to go through.
Has to. I mean, in the last 2 other keepers have been good. Vazinha and Shubir, I think it's Shubir from Egypt. Yeah. They were good in the games as well against Argentina. You know what I mean? So the keeper again, Gregor Kobel, is looked at as being much better than the 2 guys. Yeah. You just see should be doing well. He has to step up to the plate. He has to, because if he doesn't, it's going to be a long day for Switzerland. It's going to be a long day for Switzerland.
I think something that will affect Switzerland is that Manzambi is also injured. So when he played that game, he has been on this World Cup for Switzerland.
So it can affect them. I mean, he didn't play last night against Colombia and they still went through. Conte was on pens. But the players for the Swiss team have to come up to the plate. Like Granit Xhaka has to come up to the plate. And Bolo has to come up to the plate. And maybe there can be an upset. I mean, there's been 2 chances against Argentina, so maybe the time's the charm.
Yeah, it's
not going to
I don't really see a way Switzerland hurt these guys.
No.
Again, it probably has to be on the break.
But again,
that's where Argentina look vulnerable.
Yeah, I was going to say again, that's what everyone thought about the past 2 games as well. Cape Verde and Egypt. It felt like there's no ways Argentina can make this difficult to stumble a little bit, you know what I mean? But it's true, it happened almost. But then again, they still won the game. So
You have Messi, you have Messi.
Yeah, they have Messi. So who we saying is our player of the week, of the round, player of the round.
Let's do predictions.
Prediction for this game.
Sorry. Yeah, okay. Let's say prediction for Argentina versus Switzerland.
Switches on. I think I'm going 3-1 Argentina. In Switzerland, I got 3-1 Argentina.
Josh?
I'm going 3-0 Argentina.
3-0.
I don't. Yeah.
You said 3-1.
3-1 Argentina.
You said 3-0. I'll go 2-1 Argentina. I think this just make it different for Argentina as well. I think let's just make it different for Argentina as well. So yeah, I'll go 2-1 Argentina. 2-1 Argentina.
Interesting.
All of us on the same side again. Yeah, so who are we saying for this week, for this round, is the player of the round? Who are you saying that?
Player of the round. This round. Do you know? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Messi. Player of this round, I'm gonna go Messi, just because he's helped bring his team through again. Yes, I know he's missed a penalty. Yeah, scored the all-important 2-2, and then he's got an assist as well, Messi. Then Enzo Fernandez scores to make it 3-2. But player of the round, Lionel Messi.
Expected.
Erling Haaland.
Josh, thank you.
Josh Haaland. It's either between him or Odegaard, really.
Yeah.
But I think 2 crucial goals can't not give it to him. And there's also Jude. Oh. But yeah, I'm giving mine to Erling Haaland.
Yeah, for me it was between Jude and Haaland, but I think I'll go Haaland just because underdogs in that game.
Bigger game.
Scored the 2 goals. Bang.
On Gabriel's
got him
head.
to- on Gabriel.
Yeah, bro.
Happy about that one. I was happy about that one. But yeah, I'm gonna go Erling Haaland as my player of the week, player of the round. Yeah, just so who are we saying is our bum of the week? Who are we saying is the bum of the week? You can give me player and a team.
For team, I'm gonna go Brazil. Bum team of the week. You guys should have gone through against Norway, or just on paper it should be like that. So I'm going Brazil. Player, I'm gonna go Vinicius Junior. Bum player of the week.
I'm gonna go Portugal. I'm gonna go that whole midfield, bro.
Yo!
I'm gonna go that whole midfield.
Nah.
It's just disappointing. It's disappointing. You're a Premier League player of the season. You're a Champions League winner. Those are arguably the 3 best midfielders in the world.
Yo.
So I'm gonna go with all 3 of them.
As the bum players. Bum players and bum team. Mine, I am going same as you, right? Brazil, bum team, and Vinicius Junior as bum player of the week. I think Brazil, it's the first time they've been knocked out in the round of 16 since I think it was the 1990. I think it was 1990.
2010? Oh, it was quarter
Yeah.
I was bored.
Yeah, I think. That's why for me Brazil bums of the week. Bums of the week.
Interesting. Have any of us changed our tune about who we think is going to win the World Cup? We've all been saying France consistently.
Still saying France.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that might change is top goal scorer. That thing is looking hard.
It's hard. I love it. So you're still saying France as well?
Yeah, I'm still saying France.
Nah.
Still saying
I'm
France.
still saying France. It's a little bit. I'm still saying France. They're going to meet Spain in the final room.
They're going to meet Spain in the final.
Oh, they can't. They have to play each other in the semi.
Play each other
Oh, okay, then it's Argentina. It's going to be a repeat of the 2022 World Cup final. I'm joking.
I say
too far ahead.
France versus Norway,
Also would be so nice. But yeah, and I'm still saying Mbappe top goal scorer as well.
Yeah?
I'm still saying Mbappe top goal scorer.
Same.
Still.
I think
I'm
Messi's
saying
top
Messi.
at the moment.
I'm saying Messi just because I think he scores every
single
round
round.
going all the way. So I think Messi will
But
put him just by one goal.
I think what gets him will be the final in terms of
Who gets
because
the
I reckon
top
Mbappe
goal scorer?
also scores every game
Yeah.
until the final. But then who scores more in the final? Whoever scores more in that final
Gets top goal
gets
scorer.
top goal scorer. Same as when 2022 was kind of the same. They scored a hat-trick, boom, top goal scorer.
It's crazy, bro. Anyway, that's been us. Quarterfinals coming up. Stay with us again. We'll keep drumming that home. Get interactive on the socials. Watch the full videos on YouTube. Comment, like, subscribe. Do all the things you have to do. That's been us. And
Vamos
Vamos España.
España.